Well, good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
How was your weekend? And welcome in. I am fully dressed for elegant night. I
He's already ready.
I am going to sit and wear a different elegant night dress anytime the mood hits me. And I know this is going to make Eddie call the people on me and come pick me up. I know this. But let me introduce you to your morning team. You have Scott that's sitting down front, and he's back from vacation for just a little while. Oh, he just went up. They're trying to make me dizzy, but it's not working. But then you have Eddie Lugo, who's sitting next to him, and he's going to tell y'all about a secret and some merch that he has for the cruise. And then you have Jeremy, my husband, that has no control over me. It's a bad thing.
Wow.
And I just want to welcome y'all in this morning.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into Go Live Together. We are your morning team. Welcome.
And guess what? I wore this outfit to take the kids to school, and I had to explain to one of the mothers. She said, "Oh, are you going somewhere special?" You know what I told her? I said, "No, my husband and I are playing dress up." And so she left it at that. You know, she believed that. So anyway, go baby, go.
And yes, naturally, we are in celebration mode because summertime is over. The kids are gone. Back to school today.
What does that read?
And so we are so excited. But first, coffee.
Always.
Yes, definitely. Absolutely.
I got tea.
Give a big shout out for the coffee. Welcome everybody who has made into the live chat and also the replay. If you are here for the replay, please type in the word #replay in the comment section so we know that you were here, and thank you so much. But for the people that are here right now, welcome in.
Welcome.
And first up in the chat is House of X Entertainment Inc. Welcome in, fellas.
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party.
Next up in the chat is Eddie Lugo Studios. Yo, Brooklyn in the house, y'all.
Viva la raza! Ale.
Next up is Traveling with Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
No, Tinker.
And if you all missed the show yesterday and you want to know about some strong, independent Facebook, YouTube women, check yesterday's show out with me and Tinkerbell.
Yeah, check out the replay. Girls Chat was very, very interesting and motivating as well.
And you know what I need to know? And I'm going to ask you guys this too before you go any further. I have bloopers at the end. My bloopers are, I don't know when the live show is cut because I'm always talking when I think that it's over with. And Tinkerbell, she'd be so confused. She said, "What are we doing?" You know, every episode. And I can't explain it to her because I'm live because I don't know when it's not live.
Right.
But if somebody can just tell me about that later, not now, but later. Go.
Next up in the chat is Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. Welcome in.
Reinforcements have arrived from the north.
Oh.
And they did a vlog on or a live on. Well, they're both the same on the fires. They got some fires going on. You know, they were just going in and they looked and it was
Those fires are still going?
Well, by them, they have one in their city. You know, they have a city name. I don't know. But
Medicine Hat.
Yeah.
And let's see, Bone Tire Travelers has made it in. Good morning.
I get the feeling someone is watching us.
Oh.
Do you know what it took, Denise, to get that file from here across the internet, across space, and down to my laptop on the Oasis.
Mm.
That's how much I appreciate your never-ending dedication.
That's
to
right.
Watching our morning
Right
show.
here for
Miss
every show. I
Elizabeth
love it.
Mustard Drill.
Well, okay, hang on. Scott Smith is driving and listening. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Nettie and JT have made it in, and they said very beautiful, Cheryl.
Thank you. I have another one too. If Eddie don't call the people on me, you can get to see it.
They never show up. Calling every day, they don't show up.
Next up in the chat is Rock the Boat. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And they're putting out a series of the Yacht Club.
Mm-hmm. Yacht Club series. Gotta love those Yacht Club moments. Elizabeth has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning, Elizabeth.
Hey, babe.
Yeah, and we hope you enjoyed the air conditioning over the past week. I know you
You
really,
did.
really appreciated that.
Did. Eddie loved seeing my thermostat late Friday night. Or
Yeah.
from the
It's
ship.
just terrible.
He loved that. He was like, "Let me see it."
Terrible.
Yes.
And let's see. Traveling with Tinkerbell says, I love you, Cheryl. Love our endings. LOL.
Oh, they're all bloopers.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I just wish the
Bones-
video was better, Tinker. So
And Bone Tire Traveler says, dude, you made my day doing that. And,
you know, I took advantage of that. So basically, our first port stop was Port Canaveral, U.S. port, right?
Mhm.
And suddenly everybody jumped off of the Wi-Fi and onto their cellular connections because we
Yep.
were in a U.S. port, and then that made the onboard Starlink fly.
Yeah, it
Like,
did. I bet it did.
so I was able to tunnel in all the way back here to one of my NASs and snatch that file and beam it back to myself there, and then pull it in and do everything I have to do to get it onto the box. So
Yep.
Yep.
Let's see. Mike and Rihanna's Adventure says, all her dresses will be sponsored by Temu.
Oh, well,
They
some
are
of these
sponsored by Temu.
were done before I
And-
found out about Temu.
And yeah, and then Denise says, Sheen, Mike.
She might, yeah. Denise, hey, we're
Yep.
here, girl.
I was talking with these two ladies from China on the Oasis, and I told them how much I want to go to China. China's a bucket list. They didn't know what bucket list meant, so I explained it to them, and they were like, "Oh, must do trip," and I was like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
they're like, that's a new one for us," and I'm like, "Yeah, okay, well," and then I was like, and we love Temu too. They did not know what Temu was,
Mm-mm.
and they're
A lot
from
of
China.
people don't. A
Yeah.
lot of people don't know about Temu. We're having to tell pretty much everybody about it.
Yeah.
They're based in Massachusetts.
Yep. And good morning, Facebook user from D's Nuts.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Who that is?
Good morning. I'll see you
wonder
in
who that is.
69 days, I think.
I think so. We need a countdown
I think
for the
it's-
booze cruise. We're following our Mardi Gras cruise so closely that we're not paying attention to anything else at this moment.
But when we get back,
Yep.
it's going to be all booze cruise.
It's all booze cruise. After that, Elizabeth says, yeah, back to heat now.
Oh, back to
Yeah. Yeah. Canadian Family Life. Good morning.
Elizabeth.
Hi.
Yeah,
This
last
is a
night,
secret.
in addition to the air conditioning being on, she said, "Could you turn the fan on too?" And I was like,
Nice.
It's me. Elizabeth, just take the thing off. Just bam it. Put it on.
"We both have apps on our
Right.
phone that
Oh,
connect
yeah.
to the thermostat,
Right.
so we're both constantly." And she knows I do this, so I'm not tattling on myself or anything. But what I do is I silence the sounds on my phone so she can't
Me
hear
too.
the apps
Yeah.
while I'm going into the app and.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see. Bone Tired Traveler, 69 days till the booze cruise.
I thought it was 69 because
Yes,
I
it
looked
is.
at it last night and I said, man, we come back take what we want out and then put what we need in.
And check it out. Somebody else is underway. Diana Marie TV says, "Good morning from the Carnival Vista, y'all."
Good
Oh my
morning, and
God.
thank you for joining us from the
Good
Carnival.
morning.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much, because I looked at the Vista myself, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Before
Because
she leaves.
I love the Vista. I love it.
Can't stop walking, but love mowing and cruising. He's passing through. Welcome in.
And welcome in, and congratulations on your accomplishments. He has gotten so many subscribers. He's close to his watch hours, everything. He's
Nettie and JT, thank you for that comment, and hopefully you can stick around for later in the show when we get to that question. So,
what is it?
Not sure. Bone Tire Traveler says dueling thermostats.
I know,
yes,
right?
yes, that is exactly what it is constantly.
And she said the AC wasn't on at that point. So, yep. Oh, Cruise Nuts is on the inaugural sailing for the Carnival Jubilee. Hang on, I gotta go ahead and show this right here. And Scott, you might as well get it ready.
Texas.
That's right. That's right. That's
No,
right.
seriously, this is what I totally tried to do. I tried to do this. It didn't work out, right? So I took a picture of the Carnival Dream in Nassau, and I tried to get that star and superimpose it on the bow of the Dream, and then I was gonna put it out onto Instagram and say, "Oh no, not another one."
Right. That would have been cool.
That would
I
have been.
couldn't make it work. So
Okay, so Scott asked a question. For today's question, you guys can go ahead and start answering it, because I know this is super complex for all of us parents and cruisers out here. Should children be in the hot tubs on a cruise ship? And we already got a response. Nettie and JT says, Mustard Drill, kids with their parents in the hot tub, perhaps. My husband was in the hot tub alone once, then 2 kids got in, he got out. It just didn't seem right for him to be in there anymore. Yeah,
Right.
I know that's you guys can go ahead and start answering that question.
So when we get to that, I have some personal experiences from this past week that I'm going to share later in the show. So,
oh, here we go. Bone Tired Travelers. He needs to put his cold feet on Elizabeth.
I'm serious. When the ship docked yesterday morning in New Jersey, right across the river from New York City, it was so cold. I honestly expected to see my breath when I walked out onto that promenade deck, because it was just it was brutal.
Yep. And let me see. We are all caught up in the chat, which means that it is time for your weather report here in Galveston. And to accompany the weather report, I would like to present this screen because there is a ship in today.
Awesome.
Yes, there is. And
Tiffany, I need a refill.
Oh, it's a Royal
I know,
Caribbean
right?
ship.
Yes, it is. The Voyager of the Seas is in port today.
Nice.
Yeah. And let's see. If you are already in town, which you should be here in Galveston, if you're sailing away on the Voyager of the Seas, you're waking up to 84 degrees, 90% humidity, and partly cloudy.
Yeah.
If you are sailing away on this beautiful ship today, your sail away forecast for today is 91 degrees and cloudy. We might be able to go outside today.
I don't know, but people were talking about with their, the parents were the system that's in the Gulf of Mexico, not the first 2.
Yeah, it's bringing in a little moisture.
It's the third one that's coming in, and everybody's saying, well, we hope it dodges us,
Right.
Because the first one is going toward Embarkation Nation, Corpus, but the third system, they have it coming toward us. Yeah.
Okay. So we're watching the tropics over here. You know that it gets real bad.
Oh, it made it up there already, Mike and Rihanna? Wow.
Wait, let me see. Yes, refill on coffee
Hillary
would be awesome.
Okay, Hillary. So they're on this side of Canada.
I mean that happens here often. Not a lot, but often. the remnants of a storm that like either came up the coast, or a lot of times what happens when they hit the Gulf Coast, like when they hit Louisiana and Alabama and stuff like that, then they get picked up by the jet, and they come right over top of us. They're not tropical then, but they have a lot of rain still with them, right?
Yeah.
So we get a lot of rain from them, but it takes days and days for it to get up here. So
Right.
Good morning. Lisa J. Stocks has made it into.
Good
Morning. And let's see. Elizabeth says this is a no feet zone, but he often does put cold water bottles on.
I do. I never put cold water bottles on her, actually. I mean, come on now. I never do that ever. So.
Well, a little disclosure here. Last night, when me and Alice went to bed, I kind of lift up the quilt and put my left leg over her two legs, and she almost jumped out of the bed. Your legs are too cold. Get away from me. I'm like, excuse me.
Yours are never. I wish they were.
Well, my feet. No, I'm just always hot.
Yeah.
Let's see. Today is August 21st, and on this day in history,
We have ads.
we have ads. Yes, we do. We have ads. But after clearing them all away, I see a beautiful picture of Bambi. And today in 1942, the animated film Bambi had its theatrical release in the United States, and it became a classic in the Disney canon, noted for its lush, hand-drawn animation and sensitive, effective narrative. In 1959, Hawaii became the 50th U.S. state. In 1987, the romantic drama Dirty Dancing, starring Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey, was released in American theaters, and it became a huge and enduring hit. In 1991, Latvia declared its independence from the Soviet Union. In 2017, for the first time in nearly 40 years, the continental United States experienced a total solar eclipse, which was viewed from Oregon to South Carolina.
Well,
in 1911, Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa was stolen from the Louvre by 3 Italian handymen. It was not recovered until 1913, and the media sensation helped make it one of the world's most famous paintings. On this day in 1930, Princess Margaret was born. On this day in 1936, Wilt Chamberlain was born. In 1938, Kenny Rogers was born. And in 1973, Sergey Brin was born. Scott, you want to take this one? Who is Sergey Brin?
no idea.
I don't know either.
What are you, a co-founder of Google?
Oh, okay.
He might have been.
Hang on.
He might have been. I know, and I should know that, right? But sorry.
I'm clicking on it. Hang on. American entrepreneur. Yeah, with Larry Page. Both of them created Google. That should be an important.
Who is he?
All of us. Sergey Brin.
Sergey,
whatever.
Sergey.
I'm in Texas. I'm in Texas.
I was thinking Sergey.
Yeah, Sergey Brin.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Sorry.
That's
Monday.
the guy.
It's Monday. I just went for my second cup, people. I'm still trying to wake up.
He just got off of a cruise. He's still in cruise mode, y'all. Will G, good morning. Working and
Good morning.
welcome in. And let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. Eddie's got some more, some new Nightbot stuff coming in. I was just reading it. That'll work. Okay, we are all caught up in the chat, and it looks like it is time for us to bring you the cruise and travel industry news.
Morning news with Scott.
So I'm going to be today is a pilot of a possibly new subset of news that I'm going to do on Mondays, which is a week in review, or last week today. So so we're going to recap some news stories that have come out, the cruise related news stories that have come out for the last week. And we are going to kick it off with Carnival Cruise Line reveals new menu rollout. Carnival Cruise Line's newly updated main menu is rolling across the fleet through the remainder of 2023, 2024, following the pilot test of the new offerings aboard Carnival Dream earlier this summer. The new dishes, which include appetizers, entrees, and desserts, have already been added to the menu aboard several vessels in the 24-ship fleet, along with Carnival Dream. Those include Conquest, Sunrise, and Vista. All told, more than 60 new dishes are making a new debut, and many were tweaked and altered in response to guest feedback. Carnival Cruise Line brand ambassador John Heald posted a rollout dates after inquiries from many guests who were eager to know whether the new food items would be available when they cruise. The Orkney Islands Mull cruise ship limits. Local government officials in Scotland's Orkney Islands are looking closely at whether to limit cruise ship arrivals, which some of the residents say are negatively impacting the archipelago's natural resources and economy. The primary port for the islands in the Kirkwall, where ships are of varying sizes arrive, several major cruise lines dock and disembark guests. These include MSC Cruises, Princess Cruises, Norwegian, Holland America, and Carnival. One local resident complained to the local media that more than 7,000 cruise guests debarked on a single day. The number is roughly equal to the total population of Kirkwall. Carnival, our cruise line details 2024-2025 Florida deployments. Celebrity Cruises unveiled more than 40 new Caribbean itineraries with their announcement 4 ships will sail from Florida ports during the winter of 24-25. Roughly half the new voyages will be operated aboard Celebrity Equinox, which will become the line's first ship to home port in Central Florida at Port Canaveral. Celebrity Equinox, the line's only ship to be based in Port Canaveral, will sail 7-night cruises to the Bahamas, Belize, San Juan, St. Martin, and other destinations. Carnival Cruise Lines unveils big plans for
Texas.
Carnival Cruise Lines will home port its 3rd ship in Galveston, Texas, starting in 2025-26, when Carnival Jubilee joins Carnival Dream and Carnival Breeze. Carnival Jubilee is the line's new build, still under construction and set to launch December 2023, with a capacity of 6,400 guests. She is the 3rd in the XL class of vessels and a sister ship to the popular Mardi Gras and Celebration. From the Texas port, Carnival Jubilee will sail 7-night cruises to the Western Caribbean, calling at Roatan, Honduras, and Costa Maya and Cozumel, Mexico. And Royal Caribbean, we're not charging for pizza. Wish I had, I'll have to come up with a sound effect for that. So the commotion that erupted around the idea that Royal Caribbean ships might begin charging guests for pizza at its Sorrento's dining venue was put to rest by the company's CEO, who confirmed there will be no charge for the popular cheesy dish. The rumors of the future charge for the pizzas came after the notion that raised in a post-cruise guest survey. It turns out that 80% of guests surveyed opposed the idea of paying for pizza, while the remainder said that they would still order it even if there was a nominal fee. And those are the people that make me so mad. Royal Caribbean CEO Michael Bailey addressed the uproar in a social media post declaring that will be no charge forthcoming for Sorrento's Pizza. So, 2 more cruise ships deploy from Baltimore. Sun and Sky, Norwegian Sun and Norwegian Sky, and Baltimore sound like a perfect fit. At least Norwegian Cruise Lines think so. The line announced its plans to home port 2 ships at Maryland's port, 2,004 guests Norwegian Sky and the 1,936 guests Norwegian Sun in September and November of 2023, respectively. The 2 Sun-class ships will join Carnival Cruise Line's Legend and Royal Caribbean's Vision of the Seas at the port, which provides easy vacation at sea access for more than 10 million potential cruisers who live in the Baltimore, Washington, D.C. area.
Mm.
And that is it for the news.
Bamanola Lawn Adventures, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome in. And Follow the Bradley's Fun has made it in
Good morning.
with a cool comment of Frieza. I love it. And let's see. I think I saw somebody else come in.
Listen, I several times I went in. I only got pizza one time on that entire sailing, right? There was many times I was in there, and there was often where that pizza was burnt to a crisp. Like they clearly left it in the oven too long, right? And I thought to myself, and they expect people to pay for that?
Right.
Yep. And then look, House of X Entertainment has a programming note for everybody. Join us on Thursday. Exclusive interview with the Muster Drill.
No. Where is that guy?
I know. I'm really looking forward to it. So, and House of X, you don't know this, but we have a big announcement. The Muster Drill, J&S, and Cruising is Fun Anytime that we're going to talk about later.
Well, okay. Yes. And while we got a lot of people in, I want to go ahead and go over today's list of featured channels. And you can find them all linked down in the description of this video. First up, we've all heard of Traveling with Tinkerbell. Now, I would like to do the Pixie Dust Traveler. Okay. It's a small new channel, but definitely go check her out. I mean, just even the thumbnail of the channel thumbnail. It lets you know that this channel is going to be a lot of fun. Next up is High Seas Paul and Cindy. Next up is How We Cruise, our friends from Jersey.
Joyzy.
Eddie. Next up, we all know and love him. At least we should be subscribed to him. And his name is Paul Vines from PSB Odyssey.
He did a tequila sunrise yesterday, you guys. And all of his drinks have been really good, especially the watermelon one. The watermelon drink he made, I make that a lot around the house because it tastes refreshing. Stop.
And last but definitely not least is Trippin with Kim and Scott. I know that they are regular here on the channel, and that's the reason why they made the list. And I've been going over my Nightbot list, for the most active chatters in the show. And that is another way that you can get on the list is be an active chatter here on the show. So we are evolving how we work this list. And your name might be coming up real soon. We never know.
And I want to talk about Captain Billy J. Over the weekend, he did a live on sweepstakes, cruise sweepstakes.
Oh, yeah. You can register for a bunch of free cruises. We hit them all up.
Yeah.
Especially the Disney one. I'm like, wait, what?
And the kids were so confused because 2 of the kids were watching it. Oh, we're going on a cruise, on a Disney cruise. And I said, baby, no, this is a 1 in a million lifetime.
Right.
This is not going to happen.
But it's one that you can register for every day.
Yeah.
So we do plan on registering for it just to see if we can get on. They say they're covering airfare plus give you onboard credit. So, I mean, hey, that's a win-win.
Or you can get a Disney doll.
Or a Disney doll. Yep. And Leonard Family Fun has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. And
Hopefully it will be a demo though.
follow the Bradley's fun. This is for you. I do Nightbot lessons. If you want to get a hold of me, I can get you on like a private StreamYard like this. It won't go out live unless you want it to. And I can teach you Nightbot. You know, just I would love to do that for you.
Mm-hmm.
I can teach you how to copy and paste.
Yes, she is the copy and paste queen.
Wait. Eddie's gonna turn me in, baby.
Uh-huh.
It's either Eddie or my daughter. I don't know which.
Yep. All right, and let's see. I only have one cruise news story, and this is pretty exciting right here.
Oh, the Viva.
Yeah, it says with its new Norwegian Viva, NCL continues to cater to the upscale multi-generational guest who is looking for a ship that will satisfy everyone in their group. Earlier this month, Viva departed Venice on her way to Lisbon for her first revenue cruise. Viva is the second ship in the new Prima class, and by the numbers is almost identical to her sister ship, Norwegian Prima. What makes the Viva different from Prima, however, is how NCL has addressed Prima guest comments, which has resulted in improvements on Viva. Let's see. Viva's notable highlights are still the Speedway, the 3-level racetrack, the Indulgence Food Hall, an upscale food market with 11 unique eateries, the Drop and Rush, billed as the fastest slides at sea, and the Metropolitan Bar, specializing in sustainable cocktails. Norwegian Viva's upscale and spacious design is elevated by artwork displayed across the ship, including the concourse, a $6 million outdoor sculpture garden, an interactive 52-foot wide art piece by contemporary British detail artist Dominic Harris. Exclusively created for Viva, Harris's Every Wing Has a Silver Lining digital art piece in the Metropolitan Bar dynamically responds throughout the day to passing movement, creating engagement with the viewer. At the center of the ship is the Penrose Atrium, a 3-story glass-walled space filled with restaurants, lounges, views of the horizon, and featuring its own watering hole, the Penrose Bar. Observation lounges, high windows wrap around deck 17 forward, and the venue offers drinks, light meals, comfy chairs, and sofas, all facing outward to elevated views of the sea or the many ports visited. Luna Bar, Indulge Outdoor Lounge, and Soleil Bar supply the libations for the Indulge Food Hall. And a new take on cruise ship dining, where guests can grab a seat, a hammock, day bed, or private cabana, then order food from a wireless tablet, to receive small plates from 11 exotic eateries almost instantly. Indeed, the food offering on Viva has been vastly improved over Prima. And so, there's some slight differences, but it sounds like they're notable differences and worth vlogging.
Yeah,
to see some of that interactive screen, I would probably stand in front of that for a long time. I don't know. I would just be a straight up kid at that point.
Eddie, aren't you going on the NCL Prima?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, in January.
In January,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. You got to tell us about it. You got to vlog it like crazy.
Oh, you got that right. You got that right.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a ship that I've been waiting to get on since 2018.
I know.
There's a cruise countdown from Rock the Boat, 32 days until our NCL Viva cruise out of Italy.
nice.
We got to see that interactive wall. We really do. Please include that in your videos.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
Yes.
They're really detailed vloggers.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Nitty JT says, wow, I said I was not with the new ships. The Prima was not my fave, but now they've made changes based on the complaints. That's good.
That's very good. They listen. You know, and one thing that I wish Carnival would do, I wish they would get on board like MSC and Royal Caribbean with children sailing, doing non-black, you know, when the other kids are in school, you know.
But Tinker, you didn't vlog it at all? Like, you didn't like record anything while you were on there that you could just kind of like pull into a video? Or even if you do a vlog from like home where you just throw some, you know,
Some B-roll.
yeah, some B-roll or some bits and pieces in, and just, you know, kind of talk around it and stuff like that or whatever. That'd be a good idea for a vlog if you've got anything from
Yeah.
And speaking of B-roll, you know, on our second sailing on the Breeze, we were in Cozumel, and the Mardi Gras was in port with us. Now, those of you that follow the show know we're going on the Mardi Gras in what, 12 days?
11. What are you talking about?
11? Okay, I added a day. Okay, whatever.
And we opened up the suitcase over the weekend.
Yes, and we're going to some amazing. Yeah, you guys missed an episode of Mass Mayhem.
Thank God.
Yeah. Oh, you just got photos and the look on my face. Yeah, that was genuine. So what we're doing is we're going to 4 amazing ports: St. Thomas, Amber Cove,
I don't know,
and San Juan. But the last one here, Grand Turk, I received an announcement from the Mustard Grill this morning. And Scott, if you want to bring up that graphic, to the left is our itinerary, and to the right is Scott's itinerary. It just so happens that we're going to be in Grand Turk on the same day.
Yay!
Oh my gosh, how did that happen?
I want to hear about it.
Absolute fate.
Yes.
Yes.
I
So,
want to hear about it.
Look at Eddie. Oh, he's gonna be running.
Okay, this might be a KMA moment right here.
Right.
You know?
It is right now.
Yeah. Okay.
so yes, so the Mustard Drill, J&S Adventures, and Cruising is Fun Anytime are going to meet live in person
Yes.
on the island of Grand Turk in the Turks and Caicos Islands on September 4th.
Yeah. I don't know.
And we're gonna be pier runners.
I'm not going to be a pier runner. I was just about to cover that. I'm not going to be a pier runner.
You gotta
No, sir.
you gotta
There's air conditioning on the ship. I'm just saying.
You gotta carry me back to the ship.
I'm gonna carry you.
What?
Running.
They got wheelchairs.
So this was a last minute thing for me, right? So Carnival, the whole time I was on Oasis, Carnival was bombarding me with this offer to get on a really good, incredible offer, but it was to get on Carnival ship like soon, right? Like kind of last minute thing, right? And it was like for just a whole bunch of like short cruises in Florida and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm not flying to Florida for like 3 or 4 days and stuff like that. So to my absolute surprise, yesterday afternoon when I was home, you know, missing, I was actually sitting here thinking to myself, you know, I was just on a cruise ship a couple of hours. Wow, how your reality can change in such a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Right. And I log in, I look at this offer, and there's an offer, and the offer now includes this incredible 8-day sailing on Carnival Venezia from New York City, and it leaves in just 9 days.
Yep.
I know.
Yes.
So then I started looking, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, wait a minute. Cheryl and Jeremy are getting ready to go on a cruise. Let me look at their itinerary. When I looked at their itinerary, I was like, uh-oh. So I brought them up side by side, and I was like, oh, man. Fate.
Right.
Absolute fate.
Absolutely.
That we are going to be in Grand Turk the same day, and I cannot wait to meet you guys in person.
I know.
So, and I mean, I don't listen. I know you're on a friends and family cruise and stuff like that or whatever. I certainly am not trying to crash your cruise, right? But
we're not going to.
If we have time to like even just do something or like maybe go live together, do a vlog together, or something like that or whatever, we should absolutely do it. And we have, you know, like a week to come up with something dramatic. I'll tell you what, like I'll have a camera set up, right? And we'll put like Chariots of Fire on and slow-mo and stuff like that. And we'll have like ourselves running down the pier towards each other.
Yes. Like we're running in the fields.
Oh, look. Elizabeth. This sucks.
I know. I know. Listen, she can never come with me on these things. I was like, I said to her, she was like, I'm doing training that week. I can't go. I'm like,
yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Well, like, listen, when when any cruise line throws you an incredible deal like they did me, and you just got to take it and go.
Yeah,
Yes, you do.
plus that's a Venezia. You know, you got to get on there and
Yes, I've been wanting. I mean, I was bummed when we canceled our Venezia cruise to Canada because we were concerned about fires and stuff like that. So it was a little bit of a knee-jerk reaction, but we did it anyway, and it was kind of too late. So now I get to go on it anyway. And there's 2 special Guy's burgers that are unique to Venezia. Can't wait to try them.
Right.
Okay.
And let's see. Scott has a question. Should children be in the hot tub? I have not seen a yes so far in the comments, so I think we have an overwhelming no.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, I wanted to, like, at first, and like when I first thought about this, I thought I really want to like get some B-roll of my experience on Oasis, which was just an absolute, there was over 1,800 teenagers. Royal Caribbean classifies teenagers between 13 and 17. There were over 1,800 of them on Oasis, and they were unruly. And, so I took all of that with a grain of salt. I expect that kind of, especially as, a parent of 2 that are grown now, but they were teenagers at one point. I was a teenager and so forth. So, and every time I think about children misbehaving, I always think of this quote from Socrates that if you don't know that Socrates was the one that made that quote, or when, of course, obviously when he lived, and you read it, you'd think that you were reading about children today. But when you read it, and see that Socrates did it, I mean, you realize that he wrote that about children in 580 BC. Right. Or AD, I'm sorry, in 580 AD, right? So you think, okay, in the year 580, he wrote that about children, and they're no different than they are today. But in any event, my point is, I could not show the B-roll because I don't want to feature children, right? You have to protect the privacy of children and stuff like that. So I didn't want to do that. But so I cannot give you an adequate representation other than my word. And let me tell you, these hot tubs were overrun by children. Okay. And the teenagers were actually doing cannonballs into the hot tubs when there were other adults in there trying to enjoy themselves. It was absolute just mass ridiculous chaos. And what upset me the most about it was that in many cases, those children were in those hot tubs, at the permission of their parents. And that really, really is upsetting to me. That other adults would be so insensitive to the relaxation and the, desires of other people who also paid for that cruise, who also had a kind of a right to enjoy themselves in there. It's not like the children were just in there chilling and relaxing. No, they were in there frolicking about like it was a swimming pool, including doing cannonballs. Okay. And that's where it's totally across the line, and none of the parents stepped in, and it was just, it peeved me to the nth degree.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I understand.
Eddie?
Nope. No hot tubs for me. I don't go in there. I don't go in the pools. I learned back in the 80s and 90s that it was salt water and they're very slimy on the bottom. And I see a lot of people like in hot tubs go in, don't come out. So no.
Yep.
I'll stay away from that stuff, and I will definitely not want to have a kid in it. Sometimes when we're on the ship and we see kids in a hot tub, it's like, why? Why would you let your kids in a hot tub? Hot water and kids don't mix, because they don't have no sense of time. And they could stay there over to limit, and your body could boil inside. So you gotta get them out. But hey, to each his own. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, I understand. And for me, I don't think kids should be in a hot tub. And I don't know. Maybe I'm that way, but I don't care if the parent is in the hot tub with the kids or anything. I just don't think kids should be in the hot tub.
Yep.
Period.
Or even the main little pool. They should be in a different pool.
I don't understand why people get in the hot tubs in the first place. You're in the Caribbean. It's like, it's hot on deck. Why would you get in something hotter?
Yep.
You know, I don't get it. I'm always boiling inside, just living my life. So I don't too much do hot tubs, but I know that kids will be kids, and unsupervised, it could be chaos.
Yeah.
You know,
Right. Yep.
It was absolute
yeah.
chaos, and it was just insane, and it just was so upsetting to me because, you know, the cruise lines have very specific rules about things, but they're so relaxed about them that I don't even know why they exist to begin with, other than just a liability standpoint. They're like, oh
Right.
yeah, we have to have them in writing somewhere
We
and
told
post
them.
it, but then we have no intentions of doing it, you know, and it's just about. And I think if that's what it's just about, then certainly you could find some other way to cover your butt. Like, you know, I don't know, being, you know, maybe being a foreign entity and your ship's being registered to 17 different shell companies or something like that. But my point is that you could do that and then just not give people the illusion that there is some structure or some, you know, level of, you know, decorum or whatever for when you're going to be on the ship. Because if I'm an adult and I think I'm going to go in there and relax and chill out, and then all of a sudden the kids come along and there's nothing I can do about it, then, you know, it's, I don't know. It was just so upsetting for me. And it was difficult. And like I said, I don't hate children. I have children of my own. I love children. In fact, one of the things I remark all the time is about how much I miss my children when they were little, you know, and I miss that time, you know, and stuff like that. And all I have is the memories of it now. But at the same time, when you go on a cruise, you know, everybody has to be respectful of each other. It's just not going to work because we're all stuck on the ship, for lack of a better way of putting it. We have nowhere else to go.
Yep.
And that is so true. Everybody on the cruise should be respectful of each other.
Yes.
That's the golden rule.
So many people aren't. So many people are just like, no, this is my vacation. Screw you. And I'm just like,
yeah. Hey, House of X, we will not be coming to New York City for this go around. We're going to Port Canaveral. But Scott,
He's asking Scott.
yeah, Scott is sailing out of the Manhattan Cruise Terminal.
yeah, so I'm sailing on Venezia. They're sailing on Mardi Gras, but it just happens that both of our ships are going to be in one of the ports on the same day. And I mean, I'm so excited. It's absolute fate.
I know. I'm so excited.
Tay Weezy says the champ is here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm gonna have to get some new clothes now.
Yep. And let's see. Cruising on the High Seas and Travel came through with a funny comment here.
Okay.
Hey, oh wait, Cruising with Keith has made it in. Good morning, everyone from St. John's, Canada.
Yeah, and Keith says that the hot tubs are overrun with kids on Venezia right now as well. So
the Z Show Cruise Fun. Good morning. Welcome in.
And Keith is going to be our special guest Sunday.
Yep.
At 2 p.m. Central Standard Time.
And let's see, Rock the Boat says, that's why I look for specialty areas, less chance of kids.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't mind kids. I don't mind kids. I don't mind kids doing whatever it is that kids are going to do other than, you know, and if the kids, I guess even if the kids were in a hot tub behaving themselves, you know, okay, maybe. I don't know that I want to be in a hot tub with a bunch of kids, but if they were behaving themselves, maybe some adults wouldn't mind it. But when, you know, but when they're frolicking and splashing about like it's a swimming pool, and then when the teenagers are coming along doing cannonballs and, you know,
yeah,
I just say no.
Hey,
across so many lines.
Cruising on the High Seas and Travel says it's funny comment. Jeremy, with that comment, why you would get into something hotter? It'd be a great question for Scott. Hint, hint, his stateroom. House of X wants to know what day you coming into New York, Scott.
So I haven't not planned anything yet. I mean, more than likely, I'm going to come in the same day on a train just because it's only a 2-hour train ride. That's probably what's going to happen just because of how absolutely insanely expensive the hotel rooms are in Manhattan. I'm not sure that because I'm so close to the port, I don't see why I need to come in the day before. So in all likelihood, I'm going to be on a very early train from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania to Penn Station,
Cool.
in which I will then take an Uber. And this is what I love about Ubers in New York, right? You order an Uber in New York, and then it doesn't show up, and it doesn't show up, and then you get this message in the Uber app or whatever from your driver saying, I'm in the black Honda Accord. And I'm like,
Which one?
Which 100 which one of the 150,000 black Honda Accords that I can currently see in my vision, in Manhattan?
I know there were a lot of Toyota Highlanders out there too. That's all I saw whenever I looked around.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I only have that problem in New York City with Uber and Lyft, where, they're like, they don't show up. And then you get that message in the app that says your driver's about to leave. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, so you texting the driver, where are you? I'm in the black Honda Accord. Which one? I see 9,000 of them right now. So,
yep. Lisa J. Stocks has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yep. Let's see. I
will totally meet you. I will totally meet you. I'm just, chances are it's just going to be a short visit because I'm going to probably be coming in the same day House of X. But if you guys are willing to make the, the trip down to Penn Station or whatever, totally do it. Totally do it. So,
and let's see, Eddie, your secret is becoming known throughout the cruise community. So let's remind them all what your secret is.
October 28th, 2024, during Halloween. It's a 6-day cruise out of Tampa on the Carnival Paradise. 6 days right there on that ship right there, leaving out of Tampa. We're going to go down to Key West, Montego Bay, and Grand Cayman. For reservations, please call Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel. $25 down puts your spot. You have till May 2024 to put down your deposit. You have till July 2024 to pay off for your cruise ship journey, which is 11 months from now. Also, we have a Facebook group that Mike and Rihanna are managing. House of X will be in charge of 2 activities during the cruise. We also have a Halloween night from Carnival for a contest. Also have some shot glass exchanges, some candy, some stuff that else is gonna be happening. There might be some excursions getting planned for it also. So get in touch with Bruce for that. And the sooner you do it, the better. There's a lot of creators coming in. All of us will be there, and many more coming in. So even Tinkerbell's gonna be in the on the cruise ship. Cruise Nuts, House of X, Mike and Rihanna, J&S Adventures, Cruising's Fun Anytime. Even the Monster Trio will be there. Me and Alice, and Ocean to Ocean also. So the sooner you call, the better. See you guys there soon.
Who's Cruise 2024, hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios, out of Tampa, Florida. Port of calls, Key West, Florida. Grand Cayman Island, Montego Bay, Jamaica. Aboard the Carnival Paradise. Join us for this great cruise, October 28th to November 3rd, 2024. Contact Bruce at oceantooceantravel.com.
Okay, I am about to drop the link to PSB Odyssey's Facebook page. That way everybody can go check it out. But if you are a creator that has an upcoming live or premiere, you can be featured on this Facebook group. Paul has to know ahead of time. So scheduling your lives would definitely be a plus for you. That way Paul or Meg or one of us can pick it up and, let Paul know. But this is a very special Facebook group to us because the list, like the YouTube TV guide is posted on this every day. And we would like to know who's coming on for the rest of the day. Eddie, back up again.
And following us at 10 a.m. Eastern will be the Sea Show Cruise Fun, Abandonment in the Word, and Cruise Bed Adventures at 11 a.m. Roy and Becky's Travels at 1 p.m. Chancellor's Travel will have a premiere at 1:15. Destination Fun will be on 6 p.m. Cruise Nuts premiere at 7 p.m. Tales Told in the Dark, 7 p.m. No Judgment Here with Teach Ross, and a premiere by Fearless Rambler at 7:30. Fearless Rambler will be live at 7:45, and closing the night with the Vineyard Chicks Homestead, 9 p.m. Eastern.
That's good. It's good to see Chancellor's back too.
Yeah, she's gonna be on the show. Not this Sunday, but because Cruising with Keith is coming this Sunday. But I did ask her to come on, and she did yes.
Keith says that he's kicking back some morning brewskis in Canada, which, you know, of course, is a Canada thing, I'm sure, right? You know, so, but hopefully, Keith, you get to visit the Container Village, which is just next to the port there in St. John, New Brunswick. And even though you've been drinking, don't forget to try a beaver tail.
Oh, yeah.
And don't forget to pick up your camera. That way the rest of us can see it too.
Oh, and a block up from the container, a block up and to the right, there's a restaurant bar thing there, whatever. They have axe throwing in there. So go check that out.
There?
I think it's called like Hammer Jacks or something like that or whatever. And axe throwing.
You know, I see Moonlight throwing axes all the time. That is so fascinating to me.
Yeah, I was really, when I was in New Brunswick last September, I was really surprised to see it there. So,
yep. Oh yeah, and Tinkerbell says the same thing. A beaver tail is a must cruising with Keith. So check that out. Yeah. Ground Tech Master Angela, welcome in.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And we are about to wrap up the show. So in the event that you haven't dropped your link already, go ahead and do it by typing in the magical words #creator, #TMD, or #ELS in the chat. Nightbot will pick it up and we'll drop your link for you. That way you can all get connected with each other.
Yeah, buddy.
And let's see. I see some shopping going on. So that is a good time to go ahead and wrap up today's show. Everybody take care of each other out there. Hit the like button on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, we love you and good morning.
Bye.